cut are invited back to draft. If you make the cut, you need to be back here.
Do we get to pick who we get for the draft?
By 9 a.m. tomorrow.
9 a.m. is when the draft starts tomorrow.
So we gotta be here, what, 8:30?
So we gotta be here 8:30 so that we can record one of the drafts.
Okay.
Oh, and we're recording.
Oh, hi, everybody.
Welcome to round 9 of Grand Prix Denver. Right now we're going to watch Eric Froelich, which we're looking at right here, and his opponent is Joe Wilkerson. Both of these players are X and O. Are they 21 points, 7? So they have 7 wins and 1 loss. Right here in the booth is Rashad Miller and the Hardcast podcast very own Rob Martin.
Yes, and this is potentially a very good story here with Joe Wilkerson. Obviously not a pro, and I believe he had exactly
Do you have any buys? He might be in another bracket.
no. He has 0 buys.
So he is 7-1 the hard way.
He has done this all the way by himself.
Could be running good. Could just have an awesome deck. He could also have Tezzeret and Mere
He could have
Battlesphere.
the Juiza deck.
Yeah.
And we're just going to have to call it. Whenever there's a great deck now, you guys are going to have to call it the Juiza deck.
Looks like he's red-white. It could just be a very efficient red-white deck. All right, so I think both of these players are going to... Yeah, they're both going to make day 2. It's just who's going to make day 2 with 1 loss and who's going to make it with 2.
And it's critical because that 1 loss, the difference in 1 loss and 2 can mean
It's money. That's money.
a lot of money.
So here we go. Joe leads off with an infiltration lens. So,
Interesting.
So either A, he's white, red, infect, or B, he has some Goblin Cavaliers. That's what I'm thinking has happened here. Oh, so he has a splash of green.
Yeah, and played nothing. Blue white. Another
Silver
green.
here.
He's got red.
Yeah, he's got red. He's got a shatter in his hand. He has a Silvok replica also. And he chooses not to play anything. I wonder what he's saving his mana for. I can only assume he wants to have 1 mana open to activate his replica just in case. But it seems like I would have played a mountain, you know.
You would have thought.
To have
just-
shatter.
Yeah, ready and available.
Screw the Hippogriff. There's a 4th land. I have to assume that the replica's coming down now with the green left up. No, 4 mana. That is a Core Prowler.
Which has been
Sabotaged.
We'll give you updated standings in between the rounds. If there's anybody you want to know about in particular, we will give you the standings update in between the round. Game. Huh.
There's a Mirror Smith and a Shikari Leonin.
It's the one where it gets
It gets
2/2.
It gets first strike and lifelink.
Yeah.
There you go, and the Hippogriff gets back to Core Prowler. There you see Eric, right there. He's pretty good at Magic, I hear.
Yeah.
And apparently poker.
Yeah, there's something about that.
According to his end of 2010 Facebook status at the end of 2010, he's a lot better at Magic than he is poker. Because there was this application that showed you your top interacted with status
Yes.
updates, and all of his were Magic related, except for like one that was poker related.
Mimic Vat is now on the play.
Mine were all hat related. When I ran the
Oh, they were.
yeah.
I don't even know what mine would have been.
It's too late to do it now.
I know.
Let's see, taps 2 land. They're off the
Shatter.
screen. Shatter on the Mimic Vat. And down comes the replica. Replica's got a lot of targets now. Only one, well, I mean, technically he has 2 targets that Eric has, but one of them's a mirror. I mean, they're both mirror, I guess.
Yeah, they're both mirror, but one's a mana mirror, and that's a better target.
Picked up a Corpse Cur.
Where's his
Go on.
infect?
And he's got Corpse Cur and Corp Prowler. Those both have infect.
Okay.
They would love to be infiltration lensed.
Yes, they would. I'd be surprised. I'd like to see what he had on his options instead of infiltration lens. Just curious.
I like it on an effect creature. That's about all I like it on though. Or a Goblin Cavalier. Love it on a Goblin Cavalier.
Yes, Goblin Cavalier is well rewarded for it. Taps for 6 and
Oh, that looks like a Bloodshot trainee. That was the other card.
no, that was a Sunblast Angel.
No, in
Oh.
Joe's hand.
Sorry.
Yeah, see that's Sunblast Angel.
Yeah.
Yes.
He does not have an answer for that Sunblast Angel.
Taps of planes. There's the planes a little bit off camera. And the Prowler is going to pick up that infiltration lens. Probably going to attack. Yep, Eric just takes 2 poison. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 mana, and there is the Bloodshot trainee. We haven't seen a way to get that guy up to 4 power yet.
No. But he must have other equipment in there to get him there.
Or maybe he's just playing at 2, 3 for 4. Sometimes you just need a body.
True. And if you're deciding on your last card in your deck, this might not be a bad one if you need another creature.
So in comes the Angel and the Shikari. That seemed like a weird attack with that Shikari.
Had to have a reason to do it.
Oh, because of he has the 2, isn't that the 2/1 guy where you can sacrifice and put a counter on target creature? Maybe it isn't, but a Strandwalker just hit the battlefield, so. Find himself a pest token. Oh, Brad Nelson's a pest right now.
Yep.
Apparently you're a pest token.
You've upgraded to a pest token. Yeah.
From
Eric.
So Corpse Cur and Burn the Impure. Those are the two cards in Joe's hand. Joe's deck looks very solid. Either solid creatures or very good removal spells. So far, the worst card looks like this Bloodshot trainee that can't activate his ability yet.
Piston Sledge, maybe?
That's a good. That's probably the best one to put on Bloodshot trainee.
Yeah.
Don't even have to pay that secondary cost, a clip cost.
No.
Please. That's alright. Just decides to bring everybody in.
He's only at 4 poison counters. It's not like the amount of poison counters are going to kill him. So. So he's going to hit for 2, 4, 6, 8. I believe he's going to hit for 8, if I'm not correct.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6,
Is it 9?
8. It's probably less than. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's only going to be for 6 now.
Okay.
That's to Burn the Impure.
To take out. He still has no answer for the Sunblast Angel.
So now the life totals are 17 for Eric Froelich, and Joe Wilkerson is at 9. And Eric also has 4 poison counters. And probably going to gain 2 more after this Prowler gets in there for 2.
I don't.
What land is that?
Contested Warzone?
That's a contested war zone. That's a pretty risky one to play in sealed deck. Could be an ink. Oh, that's an
Inkmoth Nexus.
That's a better one.
Yeah, and especially with his situation right now, that makes
Very good one.
that makes that Sunblast Angel not want to keep swinging.
They might swing this first time. I think there's more of a threat of, there being 6 poison counters for Eric Froelich, and now there's a lot of infect creatures in play.
He's gonna swing with it.
Yeah, Joe's gonna take it. He's gonna go to 5. That lets him swing back with his Inkmoth Nexus, free of any apparent resistance.
Draws a land.
So it looks like Joe might be able to finally get some cards out of this infiltration lens. It's kind of, I guess Eric could just take the 2 poison from the Core Prowler and the 1 poison from the Inkmoth Nexus and go to 9 poison and let whatever has the infiltration lens on it through, and just take 2 poison from the other.
That's a risk.
It's pretty risky.
That's a huge risk.
Any pump spell, and that's pretty scary.
Okay, and he'll swing with the. Is he going to swing with the Corpse card? Is he going to force him to sacrifice everything?
Well, he doesn't have to sacrifice everything. All he has to do is block the.
He's got to block, but he's going to lose.
He's going to lose a mirror token.
Yep.
Alright, so Eric's going to leave 2 creatures back, which gives him lethal. and Joe doesn't have anything.
Nothing
in
in his hand. He
course.
has a land. He's got to realize that's it.
Probably wasn't the best attack then. What's Eric thinking? Is he thinking that this was a bad attack, or that there's a dispense justice in hand, or?
I don't know.
I think he's got to be thinking dispense justice.
He's got him. He's got to swing.
Well, he's just in there, and that's it. That's
That'll
gonna be
do
game
it.
one. You sit there and think about it all day, Joe. Yes, Eric Froelich wins game one. Now look at that. Our favorite logo is on the screen. Well, our favorite logo from StrikeZoneOnline.com.
Yes.
Because they are always paying top dollar for cards. You know what? If you were here at GP Denver, you could run right over to the side of the booth that has a big Strike Zone Online banner going up there, and they would buy your cards at top dollar. And if you were to buy something from there, I guess you wouldn't have to pay for shipping there. But you know, if they were like, oh, well, we don't have the cards here at the show, and we can ship them to you if you want to, you know, pay for them now. That order with $30 or more, they ship them for free.
Yes, and because you're watching GG's Live, you get a 10% coupon off on their site when you type in GG's Live.
Yep, go to StrikeZoneOnline.com, use the coupon code GG's Live, GGSLIVE, and you save an additional 10%. I don't know if you can use that here at the booth. You can just like, hey, GG's Live said I get 10% off. They may give you some sleeves.
A free pen and a pad, that might work.
If you're lucky. Because I hear a pen and pad goes for $2 nowadays. There you have it. Strike Zone Online. Those guys are awesome. Hey, this is cool, the MTG pad.
Yeah. There's a guy promoting it out here.
I would lose this.
You would?
Yeah.
Really?
Being honest.
It's actually kind of nice. I mean, you can
it is nice. It's very nice.
Standard way this way?
That's why I know that I should not take it, because I'll lose it. If we were both at a tournament, you could have that, and then you can give me sheets of paper for each round, because that's what I do.
He is playing Gardunas.
Vinegaris?
Yes. And they are both X0. And Paul Chian is X0, as you know. He's playing against Eduardo Vieira. And then we have a lot of X1s, including Chapin, Froelich, who you're seeing now, Matt Nass, Josh Utter-Layton, who we've heard nothing from today. Yeah, there is Anthony Eason. And that's just the fire action side.
All right, so here we go, game two. Let's see how our opening 7 looks.
Yeah, it looks like he's got a green and a white. He's got 2 land at least.
You gotta think about it. This is an important decision.
It's the difference between X1 and X2, which could mean the huge difference between where you might finish in day 2. But, like you said, this guy's 7-1 by himself. No help, no buys, nothing.
All right, so both players keep 7, so here we go. Planes versus
Oh,
Island.
there's something we didn't see last time. Contagion class.
Haha, we got a target for our Contagion class.
Yes, you do.
That Mirror Smith is going down.
There it is.
Two mana and a Shikari.
What'd you do?
Anta.
You lost?
Dead.
Aww. Maybe there'll be
Mana
100.
Mana Screw, that's the name of the game, right?
Maybe there'll be 128. Maybe 128 will go down to X3. It's not that many people here.
Really?
Want it? It's possible, right?
I guess.
Brian Kowal, join us in the booth.
Hello. I have a cowboy
You do. It's very authentic.
authentic polyester cowboy hat.
That's what they used in the Old West, right?
Alright. Came out around the time of denim. Who are we watching here?
Eric Froelich and Joe Wilkerson, who had no buys and is 7-1.
What just happened to that Trigon? Was it Divine Offering?
Yes.
Okay. Ooh, Darksteel Axe. Oh, look at that.
And Shikari.
Look at
Yeah,
that
that's
4-2
gonna
first
hurt.
strike lifelink.
Seen that one before.
Not as cool as the Cavalier deck, though.
What is?
Not a lot.
Alright, looks like he got his second color mana here. And back online. He's got a core crawler. Penguin, maybe? Is that what it is?
I can't tell what it is. That might be a Blight Widow.
That's a Blight Widow for sure.
Well, we've seen that an awful lot today.
Blight Widow is just one of those solid cards. Even though it's Infect, even if you're not the Infect deck, you just throw it in because it's a 2/4.
Oh, Sunblast
reach.
Angel.
You just like it's just a good card. Giant Spider.
Yeah, they didn't really give
Awesome.
Giant Spider just Infect straight up, did they? Yeah, they did.
I mean, some could call that a downside.
Like, I mean, Giant Spider is usually one of the better commons in the format. So I love a Giant Spider. Not as much as Becker or anything.
He has a rest, so he could arrest the Sunblast Angel.
Is it? Oh yeah, he does. Okay.
Yeah.
I was looking at the Griffin.
Did that Sunblast Angel enter the battlefield after that Shikari attacked?
No,
No.
before.
Okay.
I don't think you'd see Ephro making that play.
Somehow the years of poker and the years of Magic would prevent him from making that play.
I'm just watching these prices go by. To TCGplayer.com.
Yeah,
and
they're
they get updated as
it's dynamic.
dynamic. As cards get bought, sold, they
So
go up
if
and down.
if you had a store,
Really?
if you had a store, it's part of TCGplay.com. You could like set your Throns or your Stoneforge Mystics to like $3, and then you'd see it immediately on our ticker. They'd get sold out
I mean,
immediately.
like
Also,
a half a blink of a second.
How
But
do
it
you
would
feel
prove
about Thrun the Last Troll? Is that a card that gets Rashad Miller excited?
it's fine. I wish it went legendary. I mean, it's
Well, you can't have multiple Last Trolls.
well, it could be like the next to the last troll and the next to the next to the last.
Like Jaws.
troll.
Could be.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's a card that, I mean, I appreciate the card.
Mm-hmm.
I think that it's not suited for the standard environment.
Or Green Sun Zenith. How do you feel about that card?
I'm a fan.
Just made elves that much better. still waiting to see why Joe is not playing his arrest.
I mean, it's just a 4-5 angel, right? 5-6, 4-5, 4-5, right?
4-5, but he has no answer for it.
You think he has an answer for it?
No.
I feel like he keeps looking at the board like, yeah, that thing still has first strike over there, doesn't it? Maybe he's thinking about arresting the Shikari so he can actually get through. No, he's going to kill the Gus
Skimmer.
Yeah.
Gus Skimmer is that?
It skims.
Skims the gusts. Oh, right to your dome. Put him down to 6.
Things to put him down to 4. He was at 6 for a while. That Arbalest is going to make short work. Seems like Arbalest would have been a better target.
I think his plan is to block the Angel with the Blight Widow.
Yes.
And then he can work it down with the Contagion Clasp, and he still has the arrest. It's not the worst plan, I don't think. I mean, everybody conserves cards. When you're at 4 life, it's a little risky.
Yeah, because if anything happens to that Blight Widow before combat.
But hey, who's X and one? Who's sitting here doing Alright. He flips the Arbalest on the Shikari for the kill next turn if he doesn't solve all this garbage. He has to arrest the Angel now, right?
You would think.
Like he just could go for the throw, which he cannot play. I mean, he could have Angel Backs. Does he have any artifacts this yard? Or he could Griffin back? Something?
No, he's got nothing. You can see him right down there at the bottom of the screen. No, he's got nothing. He's got a green and a white card.
So we can arrest the Angel and sticks him with it. Might buy him a little bit of time. Yeah, this plan didn't work out.
That's 3 mana. And there's the arrest.
Pow.
I don't think arrest goes
still,
pow.
It's still a resource for Ifro though, because he can move the he can still move the Arbalest onto it.
He can't use activated abilities.
Yeah, but he can use it so he can untap the Shikari and shoot him the next turn.
Yeah, he could do that.
I mean, I think he's going to shoot him for 2 here, move the Arbalest over to the Angel, because he's at 28 life, so he's really safe. And then the next turn he just go up and kill him, finish him off. Seems like
It's either that or
unless he drew something good.
he's got to have black.
He can attack. No, he's shooting. That's lifelink too, right?
It is.
Yeah, he's like 30 now.
Is that a priest of Norm?
It was being infect damage.
Yeah, he could have really used that black. Some black mana source to at least kill off something.
Should have just been shipping that 2-1 in there. Block it. Give me the rampant growth. I guess it was holding out the Shikari though.
Oh, there it is.
Yep, that's it. Congratulations to Eric Froelich. He's going to move on to XN1. So that is 8-1 for Eric Froelich. Joe Wilkerson is going to drop to 7-2. But both these players are going to be in day 2. So we'll see some more of them.
Good for them.